over the Three Lions. Plucky effort, England. 1-0 defeat at Wembley at the hands of the Seleção under new manager Dorival Jr. This signals one message going out loud and clear, loud and proud, I say. The recent boss, live from London, England, is speaking. Oh God. Talk of the demise of the Seleção has been greatly exaggerated. A goal from young teenage sensation Hendrick in the 80th minute. Done for England. Let the reason boss be clear in this international roundup. England still are going to be strong contenders for Euro 2024. There are big games in the Premier League ahead. Man City versus Arsenal. Arsenal, Bukayo Saka country. Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus country. They were not featured in this lucrative, prestigious international. Talk of the demise of the Seleção has greatly been exaggerated as far as the reason boss is concerned. I loved what I saw. Defensively sound, organizationally sound as a pound. Debutants, Beraldo, Bruno, respect. Bento in goal, big up yourself. In midfield, Lucas Paquetá. We needed some flavour, and the flavour came in spades. Aside and alongside Lucas Paquetá, Bruno Guimaraes, a player I rate highly, Newcastle United, formerly of Lyon. That guy is going to be one for the future. Like, share, and subscribe. Brazil will be heading into Copa America after they take on Spain, who drew their first friendly of this international window. That will be a very, very interesting game. One step at a time. The Reggae Boys come into the equation. Football managers come into the equation as part of this international lineup. And round up Rich Bo Sports, Tiiddllyywwiinnkks, the reason boss, in the house. Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson of the Reggae Boys. For those of you who don't know, the Reggae Boys are Jamaica's senior men's national team. The Reggae Boys went down heroically 3-1 in their Nations League semi-final encounter with the United States of America. But what I saw of the Reggae Boys and what I have to compare to Brazil was this: organizational ability of the highest order. I was hugely impressed with Dorival Jr. and Jaime Hallgrimsson for marshalling the troops. That calls for good preparation, solid preparation in a short period of time. It calls also for good man management, focusing on the task at hand, on the game about to be played on the surface that is green. That's the focus for Dorival Jr. The bag of drama is not what the doctor will be ordering. What we want is the Jogo Bonito mixed with steely resolve and determination. Big up to young Hendrick. He had a great chance to make it 2-0. A wonderful counter-attack following England corner. He found Pickford waiting. A tame effort. Tame! But the hardest thing in football, as far as the reason boss is concerned, is to score goals. 1-0 was all she wrote. Congratulations to the Seleção, who move on to play Spain. England go on to face Belgium. Another important task. Gareth Southgate under pressure in media circles in England. Him not good. Him not ready. England can't win Euro 2024 with him at the helm. He's not unlocking the talent of the Phil Fodens, the Jude Bellinghams. Wait and see. Wait and see. There's talk that Mr. Southgate could sooner than later potentially be the next Manchester. You know. I've started, but I'm not going to finish that sentence. If that came to pass, my lord, I'd predict America to beat Mexico 5-0. And that won't happen. The final of the CONCACAF Nations Cup, Nations League, will be taking place later on today, featuring the United States of America and Mexico. Mexico defeated Panama 3-0. America defeated Reggae Boys 3-1. It promises to be an engaging first and second and third, fourth playoff as Jamaica take on Panama later today. International friendlies of significance. France at home defeated by Germany 2-0. I say the hardest thing in football is to score a goal. It was a sensational strike by Germany inside 10 seconds. I counted it. 7 seconds. 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go! Lato! Oh, God. Outside the area. Superb strike. 1-0 pass from Tony Cruz. Sules on the ball. 1-0. Kai Havertz of Arsenal. Made it to talk of Germany's demise. Greatly exaggerated. Oh, not necessarily. Germany have had some rocky times over the last few years. But I sense, with Nagelsmann at the helm, I sense resurgent Germany. I sense the fact that they know they're hosting 2024 and they want to come correct. They do want to be embarrassed. I think these Germans are steeling themselves together as a band of brothers to do something significant. What will the Dutch do to counter the offensive of Germany? The Netherlands took on Scotland. Scotland, plucky, had numerous chances to put their name on the scoreboard. Alas, it was a big fat 0. Meanwhile, the Dutch were in clinical form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-0 over Scotland. I'm not overly confident about the Dutch's hopes. Ronald Koeman at the helm again. Not quite sure if the Dutch defensively have the capabilities to get the job done, to lift. Excuse me. The European Championship. I have the likes of Spain, France still, when you've got a Kylian Mbappe, when you've got Olivier Giroud, Tchouameni, Camavinga. These are class players. But Germany took them 2-0 in France. Didier Deschamps, the French manager, cut a somber figure. Arms folded at the final whistle. He'll know he'll have work to do. The spotlight will be on the French, as well as England, as well as Belgium. The likes of Portugal. Under the radar. Dark horses, shall we say. Like, share, subscribe. British Zach. Brazil. Like, share, subscribe. Give us strength to Rich Post Sports. Brazil, we are feeling good. Didn't you feel good? I hope you watched the match. If you didn't, hook up the highlights. And if you watched it once, it's worth watching again. Bruno Guimaraes, Lucas Paqueta, João Gomez, a player that Dorival Jr. has worked with in Brazil before, placed a lot of trust in him. The likes of Fulham's Andreas Pereira getting another cap. Coming in, representing respect. I think it was 2018, 2019, I believe he last won a cap. But Pereira was instrumental in releasing Vini Jr. of Real Madrid, who missed a golden opportunity to open the scoring. A tame right-footed effort cleared off not even the line by Kyle Walker after being sent through by a sumptuous Lucas Paqueta. Pass. My lord. The close control of the Brazilians, the interchange, the 1-2s. I like what I see, British Zach. I like what I see. I love the hearts. We are still, and if we weren't, we've fallen back in love with the Seleção. I have seen the likes of El Phenomenon. I had to turn onto YouTube and check out some archive footage as I saw Vini Jr. missing chances. Lucas Paqueta missed a lovely chance, left-footed strike against the post. I had to check out Days of Yore. El Phenomenon. What a striker. A man who could score left foot, right foot. Beat 1, beat 2, beat 3 men. Any kind of finish along the ground, between the keeper's leg, left-hand side, right-hand side, high into the roof of the net, low, hard to the goal. Hey, there are levels to this thing. Hendrick, big shoes to fill. Rivaldo, big shoes to fill. But Hendrick, the way he celebrated that goal, that made me fall again in love with the Seleção. It meant a bundle, a holy, the world to Hendrick. My lord. Real Madrid have got a little talented player on their hands right there. Rodrigo of Real Madrid would have been delighted had a handy game. But again, I've got to salute Beraldo. I'm impressed with this brother in the centre of defence. Vendel of Porto, hats off to you. Danilo, old soldier of Juve, big up. It's a good day at the office. Brazil and the fans will be in a good place. Look out for more international football. England take on Belgium. Brazil take on Spain. Talk of the demise. Like, share and subscribe to The Reason Boss on Rich Post Sports. Talk of the demise of the Seleção has been greatly exaggerated. Currently sitting in 6th place in the CONMEBOL South America World Cup qualifying zone, headed by Argentina. You've got Colombia, Uruguay, Ecuador, and Venezuela. I kid you not, ahead of the Seleção. A warning's going out. Like, share, and subscribe. Brazil. Yes, Brazil. Hey, Brazil, who we love. We've got our eyes out on you. We're heading to Copa America. We're heading to Copa America with renewed vigor, determination, and focus. Hey, Mart. Yo, I love your jersey. Hey, big up. It's Seleção. 5 times world champions. 9 times South America, Copa America champions. Not as many as Argentina and Uruguay. But when you see the shirt, when you see the yellow, the Canaria, you know what time it is. Jogo Bonita, quality, Neymar Jr., Careca, Elano. Anyone heard of Elano? 2010, my lord, that was one of the poorest Brazilian teams, led by Dunga, the successful 1994 captain. Going into South Africa, that World Cup in 2010, my lord, one of the less overwhelming. It was quite an underwhelming team until Manchester City's, check it out, Elano. If you know your football, you know who he is. If you don't, E-L-A-N-O, Elano. Manchester City midfielder. Maybe seen as an average player, journeyman player, decent. I tell you what, he put on this jersey. Big up yourself, Marks. Australia. Australia. This is Brazil. The Seleção. Joshua Lambert. Joshua, yo, big up yourself. Are you a Seleção fan? Are you a Brazilian fan? Are you an England fan? Are you downhearted? Don't be downhearted if you are. Even if you're neutral. England, trust me, will be coming correct in 2024 European Championship. Will they bring it home? We can't take anything for granted. Kai Havertz sniffing out some opportunities for silverware with Germany as well as Arsenal. Oh, God. A cheeky little Premiership title wouldn't go amiss. Trust me on that. Kai Havertz, cool, calm, left-footed finish. Made it 2-0. A dagger into the French hopes of this particular international. They will be rewinding and coming again. Trust me on that. When you've got the likes of Antoine Griezmann, Camavinga, Tchouameni. Hey, Thuram, have you got what it takes? You were fluffing your lines. You can't rely on Kylian Mbappe, a man of drama on and off the pitch at times. My lord, wait and see. England, Jude Bellingham, Foden, Declan Rice, Saka, Johnny Stones, a bag of players. James Maddison, I could go on. Ollie Watkins, will he be the backup to Harry Kane? Absent from this game. Don't get excited. Don't get overly excited. Gareth Southgate, he may be called Mr. Handbrake, but I don't think this result will break him. England will come correct, but Mr. Southgate will have to reflect on what kind of England he's going to be rolling out, because the Seleção rolled out England nice and neatly. That's a rebuilding transitional Brazilian team, a makeshift scratch team, minus Marquinhos in defense, minus in goal Alisson or Edison. We've got outstanding Brazilian stock where goalkeeping is concerned. Up front, Rodrigo, no Richarlison, no more Jr. absent, no Neymar Jr. If fit, he's going to be fighting to get into that Copa American squad in June. Will he make it? Touch and go it may be. But I think there's another World Cup in Neymar 2026. There could be one more if you're a Neymar fan. There could be one more. But a word of advice for someone like Neymar. Neymar, you've got to be a team player. Release that ball a little earlier. Rely on your experience year upon year. How many times will you drop deep into midfield, into your own half, and get fouled looking at the referee, rolling around looking at the referee? Referee, the Blazers, you ain't getting fouled in your own half. What good will that do you? You'll just pick up another knee injury, pick up a potential ankle injury, and send the Seleção reeling, wondering why is our best player hobbling off the... Oh, God, I don't want a repeat of that. I don't want a rinse and repeat of that. I don't want a rinse and repeat. And Dorival Jr., he's the kind of guy that strikes me as a man who is willing and able to make the hard decisions. In 2022 in Qatar, I've started, so I'll finish in 2022 in Qatar. Quarterfinals, Croatia on the ropes. Neymar, knackered, extra time, scored a wonderful, wonderful goal to give Brazil a 1-0 lead against Croatia. That should have been all she wrote. Thereafter, Neymar, to me, the reason boss, like, share and subscribe, I'm speaking from the hip and the lip. Minatep but no talk. He was knackered. He should have been hauled off by Chichi, with all due respect for the good of the team. Instead, he remained on the pitch, dithering, loitering on the ball with no intent. Lo and behold, Croatia, counter-attack. Casemiro attempts to tackle Modric. Ball breaks, counter-attack. Thiago Silva breaking every man. Oh, God. He was chugging and chugging and chugging, couldn't get back. And it was 1-1. Wonder strike past Alisson, who deserved better, into penalties. Where was Neymar? Nowhere to be seen. You've got to make the tough decisions. Dorival Jr., did you know Dorival Jr., when Neymar was a young tyro, Neymar Jr. was taken off the pitch after remonstrating about not being able to take a penalty. Dorival Jr., as the manager of a Brazilian team, was given an ultimatum. It's Neymar or Dorival as coach, as they were about to take on Corinthians, their big rivals. The decision was made to move on Dorival. Neymar won. The opposition in the game was a certain René Samoes. René Samoes, that name sounds familiar? Reggae Boys 1998, manager for the one and only time Brazil, excuse me, same color, but the only time Jamaica, the Reggae Boys, not the women, who have made successive World Cup finals in 19 and 23. The Reggae Boys were led by René Samoes, and he saw Neymar being stroppy, and he said, wait a minute, who is this player? What on earth is going on? This is not a good look. You can't have a player being stroppy about not being given a penalty. This don't look good. René Samoes, the former Reggae Boys manager in 1998, when the World Cup took place in France. In closing, it's just ironic that that name is raised. I hope Neymar learns lessons. I hope Jamaican fans, I hope the social space in Jamaican media, mainstream and social media, big up yourself, MG Sports, big up yourself, JT, Sports Prophecy, JD, We Max It, Elite Sports, Ryan, Wagwan, I am sure Cranky Mannings, Unseen Formula, one love each and every time, Eddie Vision, big up yourself. Let us take time to acknowledge Coach Jaime Helgrimson. He is doing a very, very good job as far as the reason boss in London, England is concerned. It's no tiddlywinks. Organizationally sound. I didn't stutter. Organizationally sound. They led America 90 plus 4.5 and more minutes until a faithful Corey! Corey! Oh God! Oh God! Stitch! Stitch! It was a stitch up. I've got a stitch. Like, share, and subscribe. Lord of mercy. Jamaica, Brazil, you're onto something good. Dorival Jr., I salute. Jaime Halgrinson, I salute. Onwards and upwards. It's Panama, Jamaica, third place, playoff. I almost said fourth. We're now run for fourth. May the cards fall where they may. Big up Damari, big up Bowser, big up Reggae Boys, and big up Dorival Jr. Brazil, we are back. Were we ever away? Lost. Let me see what I'm going, sir. Hold on there. Let me see what I'm going, sir. I've got to touch base and give a credence. Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe, free and easy, to Rich Po Sports. Let me check out the comment section because I've got to big up and respect. You are part of the program. Trust me on that. I didn't stutter. Let me see what I'm going. Australia the best. Let me tell you something. You fly to deceive in World Cups. You also shone a light and flown high. Big up yourself, Australia. You are a quality team. Of course, you might not be at the top table, but Australia, well hosted. Women's World Cup. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Top notch. Cricket. Even better. My lord, my lord. What a unit. Oh, God. Hazelwood. Oh, God. Lions. Oh, God. Oh, God. Australia the best in cricket. Vying. V-Y-I-N-G. Vying with the likes of India for that number one slot in Test cricket circles. Big up yourself. My lord, my lord. Hey, you guys are good, you know. One day internationals. You're plucky. And more than that, you're stocky. You're quality. Mart. Big up yourself, Mart. My brother's called Mart, you know. Is that my brother? Is that you, my brother? My brother's called Mart. Martin, big up yourself. Marts. Let me see what you say, Marts. Have you subscribed? Have you hit the like button? I hope you do. Please do. Full respect. One love. What you say, Marts? Oh, England or Spain? Wow. It's not the tiki-taki. It's not the Iniesta. It's not the Xavi. It's the highest caliber. I would say, England, if you force me, England to go deeper than Spain. Of course, you've got to look at the draw for the European Championships and who faces who. I think England, to be honest, again, a favourable draw. But either way, if you force me, England or Spain to lift the European Championship 2024, England over Spain. Reason Boss's opinion. I could be wrong. Spain, always technically gifted. But attacking-wise, are they clinical enough? We shall see. They can possess a team 75%, 25%, and still lose a game. It's not always about possession. But England, they've got a good chance. Declan Rice, Bellingham in midfield. My new Man United recruit, now England international, Anthony Gordon's. Grealish. I could go on. There's a bag of players that England got at their disposal. The defence, when you've got a Maguire and Pickford in goal, an Achilles heel. Kyle Walker, quality. But the defence for England may be one of the reasons why they don't lift this title. And of course, Mr. Southgate, he's got some decisions to be made. Brazil is bad. Are you using colloquial term? Are you using slang? Brazil is bad? Do you mean Brazil are bad man? Brazil are bad man, them bad? Are badder than bad? Or do you mean Brazilian are bad? Oh God, they're so bad. They're so bad. Which one is it? I know which one I'm going for. Bad man, them bad. 5 times World Cup champions. Last time in 2002. We need to get that resume, that CV up to date as far as the Reason Boss is concerned. Like, share, subscribe as I round things up. Let me see what I'm going, yes, sir. Bem or Howland, CJFN in the building. Big up yourself. Bellingham or Haaland, different positions. Bellingham, attacking midfielder, playing outstandingly, incredibly well for Real Madrid. Firstly in midfield, was scoring so many goals, running late, Frank Lampard style into the box, that they put him forward. Attacking midfielder, almost a striker for Real Madrid. Haaland, well, we know what he does. He scores goals. Haaland or Bellingham, both top class players. Depends on the lineup, depends on what kind of team that you're arranging. Bellingham has his role for England. For a young player, started off at Birmingham. Didn't have a big career in the Premier League. Ended up at Real Madrid. That guy, big baller. Haaland, despite his incredible talent, working alongside Martin Odegaard in Norway in the national team, unable to qualify for the European Championships. Will he be a George Best, never appearing at a World Cup? We don't know. But club-wise, Mr. Haaland is a goal-scoring machine. Mr. Bellingham, outstanding. They both have outstanding qualities. Very difficult to decide between them. As I say, they form and perform in different positions and perform different roles. But Haaland as a target man, outstanding. You can mark him out of a game and then he can still get one or two opportunities. And he's 100% confident that he can score and always wants to score. Bellingham does so many things. He can tackle, he can spray the passes, he can make the runs on the ball and off the ball. Both terrific players. If you ask me as an Arsenal fan, let me try that. Who would I want, Bellingham or Haaland? Bellingham. CJ, kind of screw face. Did you like the answer? You like the answer? Haaland is just ridiculous, you know what I mean? But Arsenal, we play that kind of Arsenal-style Jogo Benito kind of football. And Jude Bellingham would be ideal. We've seen the likes of Cesc Fabregas. We've seen the likes of Robin van Persie. We've seen the likes of Dennis Bergkamp, Robert Pires. Jude Bellingham fits into these molds. Martin Odegaard, Jude Bellingham, fantastic player, high ceiling. There's more to come from him. Ronaldo, hey, it's my friend Aptem. Aptem, in the building, Aptem. How you doing? I recognize that name. Ronaldo and Messi. Have you asked that question before? I think you have, you know. If you've not, my apologies, but that question sounds familiar, as does your name, Aptem. Big up yourself. I hope you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Messi or Ronaldo? I'm going to give you the short, truncated answer. Messi. Skittles. Skittles 420. You're killing your teeth like CD off coach's desk. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. How you doing? Skittles. What up from New Zealand? New Zealand! Land of the long cloud. Skittles, land of the long crowd and cloud, excuse me. I'm a big rugby union fan. My lord, the All Blacks, oh God. What a defeat. 12-11 at the hands of those son of a gun South Africans. Hats off. Colosi. How on earth? What was Sam Cane doing? Oh God. Moanga, where were you? You're shooting, you're kicking boots. The Barretts, Geordie, Bowden. Oh, God. Smith, Aaron Smith deserved better. Sam Whitelock, big up yourself. Brody Retallick, big up yourself. A great effort. Mr. Foster. Is Mr. Ian Foster? Is he a Gareth Southgate? Viva Scott Robinson. Let's see what happens next. I tell you what, it was there in our hands. It was so close. Skittles, so close. Oh, God. Viva Dan Carter. 2015. Vintage. Big up Dan Carter. Big up Conrad Smith. Big up Manonu. Yeah, man. Oh, Dima, poor connection. Your voice stutter. Dima, poor connection. Listen, I'm on. I'm on the job. I'm gonna love and leave you, man. I'll hopefully get a better connection later tonight. Oh, Dima, big up yourself. Poor connection. I'm gonna try and sort it out. KSI, my man. Jack Stone, big up yourself. Who the best player? Am I a player? I'm not a player, man. What kind of player are you talking about? Who's the best player in the world? Vinny Jr. is one of the best players in the world. Jude Bellingham is playing, at the moment, some of the best football in the world. Haaland, one of the best players in the world. Kevin De Bruyne, when fit, one of the best players in the world. You know, I was trying to think of any more Brazilians who are in that conversation. We're on the way up. It's transitional time. Yabo Dylan. Yabo Dylan. Hello. Hello, Yabo Dylan. How you doing? Did you watch the Seleção in action? That 1-0 victory? That's going to keep me happy for all the remainder of the weekend and into next week. Tuesday, we take on Spain. Viva Seleção. Viva Jamaica. Taking on Panama in the fourth playoff in the Nations League. That's going to be an interesting game. Jamaica are on the up and up. Trust me, you can take that to the bank if it's open. Dan Jack Stone, big up. Big up. Oh, Dima. Neymar was the best in the world too. Let me tell you something. Dima, you know your football. He indeed was the best player. Well, one of the best in the world. Neymar is an outstanding talent, a generational talent. Has he lived up to his billing? When he was at Barcelona, part of that Suarez-Messi triumvirate, my lord, sensational. Neymar, highest goal scorer for Brazil, ahead of the likes of Romario and the great one and only Pele, ahead of El Phenomenon himself. But there are levels to this game. He's yet to win a World Cup with his teammates. He had a wonderful chance in 2022 in Qatar. Came up short. 2018, came into the World Cup injured. Am I right, Dima, am I right? 2018, just about in Russia, arrived off a serious injury, played, almost dragged Brazil into extra time against the Dutch. Kevin De Bruyne, I'm telling you, what a player. There were levels, and that brother did for Fernandinho. Ended Fernandinho's international career. My lord, Casemiro, not in that game, that fateful game, received the yellow card, unavailable. And Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku ran riot. Only Neymar, ultimately, Renato Augusto tried to bring them back into it. But Neymar Jr., I think he's got the ability and talent to orchestrate. I said orchestrate. In 2014, when he made his debut in Brazil in that World Cup, he was the star for Brazil alongside the likes of Hulk. My lord. David Luiz. But they were young shoulders. Burden of expectation was on Neymar Jr. until he was brutally cut down in that game against Colombia, brutally taken out of the World Cup. And my lord, the Seleção crumbled in one of the most shocking, embarrassing days as they capitulated at the hands of Germany. I can say that now. There was a time that I couldn't even say it. 7-1. I remember being at work. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't watch the game. A guy came up to me, my colleague came up to me. Do you want to know what's happening? You won't believe what's happening in that game. Brazil against Germany. I said, please, man, don't. He couldn't help himself. 4-0. Germany are 4-0 up. I looked at my clock. I looked at my watch. It wasn't halftime yet. Oh, God. Neymar indeed was one of the best players in the world. And I think when he's fit, he's still one of the best players in the world. But he needs to use his loaf. I thought that he would reach his peak for 2022. If you're going to draw fouls, draw it in the opponent's penalty area. If you're going to draw fouls, draw it just outside the opponent's penalty box. That means you're going to have a free kick. You're going to have opponents on potentially red cards, picking up yellow cards. That gives a much more opportunity for the Seleção's attacking threat to bear fruit. Instead, the man's dropping deep into his own half, loitering on the ball, looking at opponents, looking at defenders and midfielders, looking at just waiting, goading midfielders, hard bruisers to make tackles on him, and then looking up at the ref. Ref! We know you can dazzle with your footwork and draw a foul, but for what good? Dorival Jr., I think, is cut from a different kind of cloth. I liked what I saw. You need steel. Jaime Hallgrimsson, the Reggae Boys manager, is aware of that. You need resolve. You need focus. One for all for one. A band of brothers. That's what we need. Not All about me, not the big egos, not the big egos. If the cap fits, let them wheel. Well, go on, yes, sir. Damn. My man Pele. Hey, Quasar. Your man Pele. Wonderful player. Wonderful. Arguably the greatest. How do you choose and define who's the GOAT? Pele. Levels. Let me put it simply in the Reason Boss's opinion. Like, share, and subscribe. Reason Boss. Rich Bo Sports. Live from London, England. Watching live or in the rerun. Hit the button. Free and easy. Like, share, and subscribe. Poor connection or not, the quality, the content is definitely and definitively there. You better believe you can take that to the bank. Well, watching Pele, he was a man, arguably before his time. He was producing skills that the likes of El Phenomenon, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo were producing decades later. That's the level that Pele was demonstrating. Big up Pele. What a forward. Goes with his head, left foot, right foot. Interchanging. Audaciousness. You remember that the game against, was it Uruguay or Czech Republic? Czechoslovakia, but as it was known. Dummying a goalkeeper. Ball goes one way, Pele goes the other. And then returns and gets to retrieve the ball. Tries to score, just goes past the post. One of the greatest misses of all times. Outstanding. Trying to audaciously score from the halfway line in the World Cup match. Oh, God. Pele. Full respect. Facts. Mosh. Yes, sir. You don't know. Respect, sir. I'm glad that you're in agreement. Ooh. Let me rewind. I mean, he always injured, but he's got skilled. He absolutely, he gets injured too many times, but his body is his body. He is a frail looking type player. He's not the bulky Hendrick, bulky kind of guy. He's got to, keep an eye on that, but physically looks very solid. Neymar, wiry genius. What? Hold on a minute. Yeah. He's got skills. You know he's got skills, but he gets injured. And I'm hoping his experience and maturity will come to the fore and that he can play the pass, be an assist man, as well as capable of finishing off moves. But don't let people take him out of the game. He's better than that. Let me see now. There was a question there. Dead or Rock. I saw your question, Dead or Rock. Neymar or Pele? Pele. Oh, you didn't hear me? Pele. There were levels. Pele. 1, 2, 3 World Cups. Pele. Santos. Giants. Pele. Dima is not as bad as what people portrayed. If you're talking about Neymar, I would agree. Yes, Neymar, fantastic player. I'm not going to down. There are only certain players that can let you, wow, how did he do that? Wow, that's brilliant. Wow, exciting. Neymar is in that conversation. Thank you, Dead Rock. Nice choice. Thank you, Dead Rock. My favorite, Timeful. Big up yourself, Timeful. Have you hit the like, share, and subscribe? The Reason Boss. Short videos and increasingly longer videos. If you like your sport, if it's football, rugby union, cricket, athletics, I'm your man. My favorite club. Timeful. Thanks for being here, Timeful. Big up yourself. I hope you're having a good day. My favorite club. Am I delaying? I'm an Arsenal. I'm a Gooner. My favorite club, Arsenal. Internationally, if it's not Arsenal, I would have said Barcelona. Well, when Barcelona were playing Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, Busquets, I have to say, yeah, man. The Galacticos of Real Madrid, loved watching them as well. Figo, Zinedine Zidane, ridiculous. Ronaldo in the same team. outrageous Roberto Carlos. Oh God, the Galacticos, a joy to watch. The Barcelona team, Tiki Taki, that made me, as a Seleção fan, I had to say, Barcelona were my backup team. Outstanding. I saw Barcelona play Arsenal, my beloved Arsenal, and Barcelona were playing such attractive football, such penetrative football, such intricacy, technically gifted, clinical, cutting-edge football. I was almost begging them to score and finish off moves. Outstanding, ridiculous. They toyed with Man United in the Champions League final. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And those guys, Iniesta, Xavi, that midfield, I've seen some great midfielders. Falcao, Socrates, Gilberto Silva. I've seen some wonderful midfielders. Tostao. Oh man, I've seen some terrific. Rivaldo, Xavi, and Iniesta. Trust me, you take this to the bank, they would be able to grace any Brazilian team. They were that good. Xavi and Iniesta, some of the best midfielders. Wonderful, wonderful players. Barcelona there. Let me see what's going on here. Time for. You've got respect. Full respect. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. The great Pele. That was, one of the reasons why I thought, again, Brazil, it may have been just the timing. Brazil had a stellar cast. I thought that the Brazilian team in 2022, the only setback, but potential for them not winning the World Cup, youthful exuberance. Sounds funny. They were so talented. When you've got Rafinha, when you've got Rodrigo, Anthony, a lot of young players playing for big clubs in Europe. And for them, they may have felt it might be too easy. Why are some players not capable? They've not lifted the World Cup. How come Neymar's not lifted the World Cup? We've got Neymar, but look at us. We're a stellar group. Bruno Guimaraes, Casemiro, Lucas Paqueta, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Alexandro. We're star-studded. Of course we can win a World Cup. There are levels to operate. Vini Jr. Wow. How can you not win a World Cup? Look at Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi did not win a World Cup until Qatar. And he's been huffing and puffing. One of the greatest of all times. And lo and behold, inexperience against a very experienced Croatia team did for Brazil in 2022 in Qatar. So, yeah, there are levels to this game, and you cannot take things for granted. So rest in peace. When you've got a Pele was able as a young man and then as an older man. Some people said that he wasn't even good enough to make the Brazilian team in 1970. That 1970 team. Jorginho, Tostao, oh God, Carlos Alberto. That team, Clodoaldo. That team, arguably the greatest World Cup team of all times. And Pele at the heart of it. There are levels. Rest in peace. I thought that the Brazilians would have been inspired in 2022 as the big long banner was unfolded. Did you see that? Anyone see that? The big long banner unfolded by the Brazilian team in respect to the ailing at the time, Pele. I thought that would have been the motivation. But for a team, as I said, a little on the youthful side, Chiche, the Brazilian coach who retired immediately. I say retired. He left the Brazilian Seleção job immediately after being knocked out by Croatia. Man, sometimes you need to be a steely steel. You have to have the cojones. Chichi was doing the pigeon. Anyone remember when he was doing the pigeon dance? They'd not won anything, but his Charlatan them, pigeon dance. I thought this is a band of brothers. But could it have been him encroaching a little bit too far? Or the players encroaching on the manager's space a little bit too much? They'd not won the World Cup at that stage. You're playing against the likes of South Korea and thinking that you've done it and you're feeling good. You've got to feel good. And when you don't feel good, you've got to dig in, knuckle in when the likes of Croatia ain't ramping and they want to beat you by any means necessary. This is no time for them. Pigeon dance. Dorival Jr., the newly January installed Seleção manager. He's not doing no pigeon dance. Very dour, down at heel kind of character. Not overly charismatic. But one thing I've picked up from him, he can get the players to play a tune. He can get a tune out of the players. He'll recognize the talent that he has at his disposal and form them orderly style, Jaime Hallgrimsson style, into an effective unit. The difference between the Reggae Boys, for example, and Brazil, of course, is quality with a capital Q. But the Seleção and the Reggae Boys in Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson has a manager. A manager who's technically on point and willing to make the hard decisions. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, hey guys, just the answer is roll. Listen, time for, it looks like you're talking in young people's language. My lord, my lord. But I know you know what time it is and you appreciate the answer regarding Pele over Neymar. Big up yourself. Pele time for, yeah, there you go, there you go. Big up yourself. There's the acknowledgement. Thank you so much. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Rich Po Sports. As I'm winding up, let me see the final commenters. Thank you very much for commenting and populating Rich Po Sports International Shakedown and Breakdown. Big up yourself. I got some fans here watching. Hi there. Hi there. Yeah, there you go. Hey, how'd you like that? Oh, let me see what's going on. Who do you think is going to win the 2026 World Cup? Dead or Rock? Man, there's some good questions in the comment section, you know. I need to big up and address as appropriate. Dead or Rock? Dead or Rock? Who do I think? And then let me get the new ones. Who's going to win? Who would I think is going to win? Well, it's going to be hosted in America, Canada, and Mexico. Nice climate, warm climate. Brazil can do it. Brazil can do it. Argentina could do it. I hesitate though, because can they do it without a Leo Messi? I hope not. Brazil can do it. This is the longest period that Brazil have gone without a World Cup. 2002, it will be 24 years. Prior to that, Brazil had won the World Cup 1970 and didn't win it again till 1994. 24-year gap. Longest gap. Here we go again. 2002. World Cup. Gilberto Silva, Lucio, Marcos, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho. Japan and South Korea style. Oh yeah. 2-0 over Germany. Resurgent Germany here. Vanquished 2-0 by Cafu. By Carlos. Wow. What a team. What a team. I had to do a double take there for a second. Cafu? Carlos? No. 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 E Brazil. Seleção. Woo! Brazil can do it in 2026. Overdue. Overdue. How about you? Overdue. Brazil 2026. They can do it. Dorival. I like something about the brother. Low profile operator. Maybe just what the Seleção need. What's the best Euro Cup year in your opinion? If you're talking about the best European Championship, my lord, there's been a few. There's been a few. When France won it, was that 2000 when France won it? That was a terrific tournament. Yeah, I enjoyed that. When Spain won it, when they were giants winning the World Cup. My lord, was that 20? Yes, they won it. Did they win it in 2010? If they won the World Cup in 2020, no. Who did win it? 2010? No. Germany won it in 2010. In 2014, in Brazil, That was Spain. That was Spain. Yes, they won it in 2014. Yeah, my lord, my lord. Wow. No, it was Germany. Rewind. 2014. It was Germany who won it. And was it? Oh, God, yeah. 7-1 after they beat them. Simmons beating Argentina. That's it. Germany won it in 2014. That Spanish team in 2010. In 2020 in South Africa. Well, they won the European Championships, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been 2000. I'm not sure. I don't want to get it wrong. But that vintage, those Spanish, serious. But the 2000s, France, man, listen. They've had some Zinedine Zidane. Oh, Lord. I have to go off, my friend. I'll subscribe. You subscribe. Dima. Bless up yourself. I'm going to have to make it. Time flies when you're having fun. I didn't expect to go on this long. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you see live or watching in the rerun, thank you very much, Dima. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. You'll see lots more of me, but I hope to see lots more of you too. Thank you very much for being part of Rich Bo Sports International Roundup, featuring Brazil, Jamaica, England, France, and Germany. Look out for Mexico versus the United States of America in the CONCACAF Nations League final. Jamaica contesting a 3rd, 4th playoff for the Nations League in the CONCACAF region. Jamaica looking to return to the high table, the head table. 2026 World Cup qualifying. Before that, Copa America finals, where they'll meet. Hopefully, will they meet? Well, they'll be in the same country as Brazil, the Seleção, join against Colombia and Paraguay. Watch out, Colombia. Watch out, Paraguay. We're in the house. And Dead a Rock, you're the last one I'm going to finish with. And bless up yourself. Timely. What are you saying? Dead a Rock. Brazil can win the 2026 World Cup. They have super good players. Dead a Rock. You finished the program. Thank you very much for watching Rich Bo Sports International Roundup. Tiiddllyywwiinnkks, the question boss, the reason boss, in the building, London, England calling and speaking. Brazil, Brazil, Dead a Rock together. Brazil. Hey, we're gone. Peace and love.